seen a statistic out there that about 30% of the country is chronically fatigued. And I think that fatigue is something we really need to work on explaining to the people in our industry. We work long hours. Sometimes we work out of state. And it's important to understand how to get yourself, honestly, a good night's sleep. It all starts with your diet and making sure that you're eating healthy. Also, making sure you're drinking a lot of water. And there's a nice little rule of thumb for that, which is where you take your body weight and you divide it in half, and that's how many ounces of water you should have. And when you do that, you realize that it's a lot of water that you need to be drinking. And there's also some statistics I've seen out there showing that this entire country is basically chronically dehydrated. So it's important to eat healthy. It's important to drink a lot of water. When it comes to actually sleeping and getting your sleep, there definitely are some tips out there which will help you get your sleep. One of the first ones is just make sure that you're on a schedule. Now, some of us work shift work, we're working during the night, we're sleeping during the day. Even if that's the case, pick a time when you're going to go to bed and make sure that's when you go to bed. So if you're getting off shift and you're working during the day and you're going to go to bed at 7 o'clock, make sure you go to bed at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever it is. If you go to bed at 7 o'clock one day, 9 o'clock the next, 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock, if you're jumping all around, you're going to really mess with your body's clock, and you want to get your body set so that when 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever you picked, rolls around, that's when you're going to want to go to sleep. You also want to make sure that you're not being exposed to light, which I know that sounds pretty straightforward, but you really have to watch out for blue light as well. There's different modes on phones, night mode. Some phones have a setting where actually you can get red on it, so that'll help. There's different modes on your phone, but really watch out for blue light. Laptops, TVs. That blue light is going to tell your body that it's time to get up, and it's going to do the opposite of what you want, which is to get ready to go to bed. So it's important to stay away from screens. The numbers I've seen, half an hour before you go to bed, because that blue light will mess with you. Also, it's important to have the right temperature. That might sound crazy, but when you go to bed, your body actually starts cooling off some. And so 68 degrees has been scientifically proven to be the best temperature for sleeping. Now, I know people all have different things they like to sleep, different temperatures they like to sleep at, but 68 degrees is the best temperature, according to the science, for when you should go to sleep. And a little trick too is when you're traveling, it's a really good idea to bring something like a clothespin with you. Now, some people out there might not even know what clothespins are because it is 2023, but when you go to a hotel room, if you're working out of state, you will oftentimes see that the shades or the blinds, that when they're closed, the curtains when they're closed, that there's light that comes shining through. And if you're trying to sleep during the day and you've got curtains that are not closed all the way, and this is true in your home as well, that light, even if it's not hitting your eyes, is going to cause problems because your skin will sense light as well. So it's a nice tip when you're traveling to bring yourself something that you can actually close those blinds with so that there won't be those little cracks where the light comes through. So there's definitely some tips out there on how to get sleep, and I think it's important to talk to new hires and make everyone in the industry understand how important it is to eat right, to stay hydrated, stay away from energy drinks, stay away from coffee in the afternoon, that kind of thing. But make sure that they're hydrated and make sure they're getting a good night's sleep.